Welcome to the Wednesday review. It's a brief breakdown of the books I read this week. Up first was The Women by Kristin Hannah. Frances Frankie McGrath grew up in a home with a wall of heroes, filled with the pictures of men who honorably served their country. Meanwhile, the women get dubbed as heroes for putting up with the men. Her brother is in the Navy and has just left for Vietnam, and Frankie has just finished nursing school. One night at her nursing job, where she's nothing more than a glorified candy striper, she encounters a vet who has just come home from Vietnam. He tells Frankie all about the nurses that helped him get through his injury in country, and she suddenly has an awakening, a new ambition to serve her country. She is certain that her parents and brother would be so proud of her and makes plans to enlist on her very next day off. She, in fact, gets to enlist and before she knows it is in country and finds out that she may be in over her head. My next book was One Dark Window, and I actually ended up DNFing it. I think it just came too close in the lineup after Onyx Storm, so I will pick it up again later. Third up was A Sea of Unspoken Things by Adrienne Young. James Golden knew when her twin brother Johnny died. She felt it through their connection. She has always had a deep connection with him, beyond just reading his emotions or her intuition. They are connected in a way that she can't describe. When she comes back to their small hometown to get his affairs in order, she continues to feel their bond lingering between them. While she's there, she's staying in their childhood home, going through all of his things and talking to the people that knew him best. She begins to realize that she didn't know her twin like she used to. James feels like Johnny's death was untimely. She has to now sort through truth and come to her own conclusions. She's determined to get to the bottom of what actually happened to her brother. My fourth book was Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. Emily Walker is an oldest daughter, and it shows. She takes care of everything and everyone in a very type A way. Because of that, she's hated Jack Bennett since their first day of college when he ruined her day by spilling coffee all over her before their very first class. Unfortunately, he's been in her life ever since. From the same classes in school to teaching in the same grade at the same elementary school, next door to each other. She simply cannot get rid of him, her nemesis. But now she won't have to worry about him anymore. He has moved away to get married and she won't have to see him ever again. But word around town is that the wedding is canceled when Emily sees him again, sitting in her booth at the coffee shop, no less. She is ready to pick up that rivalry right where they left off. That's it for the Wednesday review. I would love to know what you're planning on reading next or what you've been reading that you love so I can add it to my TBR too.